Hey everyone, welcome to another pick a card reading. Today, we are going to see what to expect in the next 48 hours. Pile number one, or choice number one, is the broom or brush. Pile number two is the Palo Santo, selenite, and sage bundle. And pile number three is the wand. If you need a moment to reflect on which pile to choose, feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, let's just get started. Hey there. So, if you chose pile number one, the brush, or broom, whatever you want to call it, this is your reading. I'm just going to take a look at the cards. So these are your love messages. And this is going to give the overall energy. Alright. Okay. So, within the next 48 hours, I see you moving on from something that may have caused you some pain, heartbreak, whatever it may be. I feel like you're going to be moving on from something. And the cards I have with me are the Five of Cups, which is the heartbreak, the lost card. But I also have with me the Six of Swords, which is basically moving on to calmer waters and whatnot. So, when I have these two together in a spread, it tends to mean moving on from, turbulent situations, anything that may have been chaotic, anything that may have caused any discomfort, pain, heartbreak. With this combination in the spread, I see you getting over this. I see you being able to move on from the mental anguish, the emotional anguish, the stress. And I see you going into a place of prosperity and happiness. And to clarify that, I have the Chariot card, which is the moving forward card, but it's also the victory card. It's a victory card. Another victory card is the Ace of Swords, which is also communication. So you could be getting some communication or some sort of message that may allow you to move on from a certain situation. And with all that, we have the Ten of Cups right here, as well as the King of Pentacles. Now, if you are the masculine, or if you resonate with the masculine, this can describe you, the King of Pentacles archetype, having either, being oh my god, I'm blanking on my signs, Taurus, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So you could have those traits in your chart. You could be either one of those signs. Doesn't matter. You could just be taking on the energy of the King of Pentacles. And if you're the feminine watching, you could either be taking a more masculine approach towards your finances, meaning you're probably going to be working on a project you really enjoy, or you may get news of a job or a project that you're going to be able to take part in, and it's going to bring you a lot of prosperity. Like I said, with the Ten of Cups and the Chariot card, you're going to get a lot of emotional happiness from this. You're going to get a lot of just satisfaction. I can't speak. I think you're going to be so excited you won't know what to say. You won't be able to speak. But it will be coming from whatever difficult situation you're dealing with at the present moment. Just know that you're going to get news whether it be, romantic, whether it be business wise, or, if you let's say you lost a job and you've been out of work for a while and you're hoping for good news. Well, that may be one of the that may be a possibility. You may be receiving news on the job front, letting you know that you got a new job. If it's in the romantic front, you may get a message from that person, or someone that may pique your interest, if you're getting over somebody. So I see happy things coming your way, in regards to the next 48 hours. Now I want to get a love message as well. So we have attraction, honeymoon, and we have flirt. So with those three cards, I hope you could see them. If you can't, I apologize. My camera does whatever it wants to do. But with these three cards, if you're single, you may be connecting with somebody that you'll be in the beginning phases of it, either the flirtatious phase, the honeymoon phase, the fun phase. So you may be meeting somebody to where you guys start to have a little fun. You may go out, grab a couple drinks, may grab some lunch or something, but there'll be this flirtatious vibe, this very honeymoon sort of vibe. You guys will be enjoying each other's company, and you'll be very attracted to each other. So I do see that this person is someone that you will be attracted to. I feel that this is somebody that you will, it's like, let's say there was this one person that may have kind of disappointed you in the recent past. Well, this person that's going to come in is going to make up completely for it. And if you're in a relationship with somebody, I see you guys kind of, let's say you may have been going through a rough patch these last couple of days or weeks, whatever, what have you. I see in the next 48 hours, you guys kind of going through, kind of mending that, whatever may have caused that disruption in the relationship. I see you guys mending that and kind of having a nice flirtatious, fun honeymoon phase, as you mend whatever may have caused you, caused that kind of discomfort in the relationship. I see you guys kind of smoothing that over completely. So, if anything I said resonated with you, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, share as well, and thank you for joining me for your reading. I'll be back with more pick a card readings. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Alrighty, so if you chose pile number 2, or the bundle, this is your reading. So I'm going to leave the love messages for later, and we'll just get to the overall. So just look at the cards, see what I got here. Okay. Alright. So, judging by these cards, I feel like you may be at the moment dealing with a bit of financial constraints. And the reason why I say that is because I have the Hermit right here. Hopefully you can get a good look at the card. I have the Hermit with me right here. But I also have a whole bunch of other cards that suggest of things improving on the financial front. And I'll get into that. But if you're dealing with a bit of financial constraints at the moment, just know things will improve. I have the Judgment card with me as well, meaning that it's the universe kind of assuring you that things are going to improve, that everything is working with the universe. Your situation is in the universe's hands, and once that's the case, You don't have to really worry about anything. Everything's being divinely orchestrated to work out in your favor. So, with this Judgment card, I also have the Six of Pentacles, which is, when I see the Six of Pentacles in traditional tarot, it's this person kind of giving pentacles to these two other people, but it comes off of kind of like a non-equal give and take. I feel like whatever you feel, like whatever, let's say you don't feel like you were making enough money and you felt like, the scales weren't balanced. I feel like the universe is going to orchestrate some sort of a way for you to receive the payment that you probably have not received. The amount of money you've not felt you've received, the universe is divinely orchestrating this, this moment to which you receive the rewards to which you worked hard for. And I see this will make you very abundant with the King of Pentacles. And again, if you resonate more with the masculine energy, this could represent you having the King of Pentacles archetype, which is the, being a Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But if you don't have any of these signs in your chart, you just could be taking on the energy. If you are the feminine watching, you could be like pile number one. If you were drawn to pile number one, that may resonate with you as well. But if you're the feminine, because they had the King of Pentacles as well, pile number one had the King of Pentacles. Again, for the feminine, you could be just taking on that masculine type of energy, meaning you could be working a lot. You could be doing some, tying up loose ends, running errands, doing whatever you need to do in regards to money. And I do see that it's going to bring you happiness, and it's going to be something that you're going to enjoy doing. Or it is something you enjoy doing, for that matter, because we have the Sun card as well as the Ace of Wands. So whatever you do for a living, whatever you do, I can see you, just in general, I can see that you enjoy doing it. It's something that you're passionate about. And you probably felt that you weren't making enough money or getting the recognition that you've deserved. I see in the next 48 hours, the universe kind of orchestrating something to make sure that you're no longer feeling like the hermit, that you're no longer feeling left out. You will get the recognition you deserve. You will get the rewards you deserve. If this is in regards to money, you will receive the money you deserve. Whatever you felt wasn't balanced, I see the universe kind of stepping in and balancing it out. So that's the overall energy. Now let's take a look at the Love Oracle cards. I have It's Safe for You to Love, Engagement, and Let Go of Control Issues. So, I'm going to start off for singles. If you're single, you may have an encounter with somebody that you may feel, insecurities may come up, or something may, like you see someone you're really attracted to, you may kind of feel like, I don't know if I can approach this person. If you feel inclined to approach the person, if you feel safe enough to do it, then by all means, go ahead and go forth. Spirit is saying it's safe. It's safe for you to love. But don't go in with so many expectations. Don't go in, thinking, if I don't get this person's contact information, I messed up or something's wrong with me. Just go in with this, thought process of just like, I'm going to see what happens, and I'm going to prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. If it's someone you're talking to, and you kind of want to see if you could probably either go on a date or take it to the next level wherever you may be in this relationship, I see that it's safe for you to go ahead and make that first move and kind of let them know, like, hey, I want to see where this goes further, but also allow yourself to be open to the different possibilities. If they feel as if they don't want to go, rush anything, too fast or whatever, if they feel like it's moving too fast or whatever, the case may be. Just don't try to control the situation. Allow it to unfold naturally. Just kind of go with the flow and just feel it out. But it is safe for you to let your guard down and whatnot. If you're in a relationship, Spirit wants you to know that it is safe for you to love this person. Try not to control the situation too much. Try not to make things, happen. Like, when I mean by make things happen, but try not to, like, force things to happen. That's the better word of saying I'm trying to make things happen. Try not to force things to happen. Let things kind of unfold naturally. Allow yourself to to experience that happiness with that person. Allow yourself to feel safe with that person, because it is safe for you to love that person. And just just be engaged. Be engaged with your partner. Allow yourself to exchange that energy to where you guys are able to, experience that equal give and take. Allow yourselves to freely give and allow yourself to freely receive. So if you were dealing with some relationship issues by any means, I feel like Spirit is just saying allow yourself to fully take in what your partner has to say or what's going through, and try to, explain your side, but at the same time, don't try to control the situation. Let it unfold. Let it happen naturally. And the universe, much like the situation in regards to, whatever you may be dealing with, financial or what have you, allow the universe to take you in its hands and kind of steer you in the right direction. And that's pretty much what's going to happen in the next 48 hours. The universe is going to take the reins and put you in the right direction, whether it be love or any other situation. But it's important for you to let things unfold naturally and let things kind of develop at their own pace, because you will receive the rewards. You will receive the accolades that you deserve. So, if you enjoyed this reading and it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. If you chose pile number 3, or the wand, this is your reading. So, I'm going to leave the love messages for later, and I'm just going to go ahead with the overall. Okay, so, judging by the cards, I can see that you may be feeling a little bit kind of out in the cold, alone. Maybe you feel like nothing's going right in your life. I have the Hermit card here to clarify that notion. But I also have a similar message with pile number 2, but pile number 2 seemed more financial, to whereas yours seemed more in the realms of relationships. But anyways, I do feel as if you've been left out in the cold, in regards to maybe relationships and, dating, not dating, family relationships, friends, whatever you may be dealing with. I feel on some level you feel as if things haven't been going right, everything's been going wrong. You're dealing with this by yourself. You kind of feel kind of like maybe dead inside to some degree. But within the next 48 hours, things will improve. So, I have with me the 8 of Wands, which is my communication card. I have the Star card, which is the Aquarius card. Also, it represents healing, wish coming true, all that good stuff. I have the Wheel of Fortune card, which is kind of luck, kind of changing. So if you've been having, some bad luck lately, if, you may be feeling you're kind of on the down end of the spectrum. Oh my God, can't speak. I see things turning up. We also have the Lovers, which is my Gemini card, and the Queen of Swords, which takes on the archetype of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So you may be dealing with an Aquarius, you may be dealing with a Libra, you may be dealing with the Gemini, but air signs seem to be very prominent in this reading. So you may be an air sign yourself, the person you're dealing with could be an air sign. But I see that I get multiple scenarios, so I'm just going to kind of like go through each one. So the first scenario I'm getting is, if this represents you, the Queen of Swords, you are, like I said, you take on the air archetype. You're very honest with your words. You're very forthright. You tend to put your best foot forward when it comes to your job, your work. You're very logical and you're very smart. But you can also be very cutting with your words depending on the situation. You can also be very, if somebody, gets in your bad side, you're not afraid to let them know how you feel. If you're the masculine watching this can be either someone you're going to be dealing with, hearing from, or you may be taking on the Queen of Swords energy, meaning you may be more, you'll be more cutting with your words, but in a more intuitive sense, in a more of like you kind of know what to say, but how to say it. Whereas like I feel like with the King of Swords, it's more of like I'm just gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I don't care if you get hurt. Whereas the Queen of Swords, it's like I'm gonna say what I gotta say. It may hurt you, but it's not my intention, and I'm gonna explain it to you, kind of why, um, you know, this, and this has to happen, or this, and this is happening. Whereas the King of Swords is more or less like I'm gonna tell you, I don't care if it hurts your feelings. It's just kind of how it is. I mean, that's how I see the two archetypes. Whereas the Queen is a little bit more lenient, a little bit nicer. She can be, ruthless, but she tends to be on a little bit of a nicer side. The King of Swords is just he is what he is. This could be you again, or this can be someone you're hearing from. If this is somebody you're hearing from, I feel as if this person was the person that left you out in the cold. So if you were dealing with an air sign, or someone who took that, archetype, they may have been a person that was a bit cold. They may have said some things or been rude to you in some way, form, or fashion. Or if that's not the case, they could have just cut you out of their life and just kind of moved on, or ghost you, whatever. But I do see them contacting you. I do see them reaching out to you and kind of clarifying, what's been going on, giving you that clarity. And it's going to provide you a sense of healing the situation. So if this person left you out in the cold, that contact will give you a sense of healing, and you'll start to see your luck change. You'll start to see things kind of develop, and you'll understand why certain situations kind of played out the way they played out. But I see this coming pretty quickly. So like I said, within the next 48 hours. So if there's somebody you've been wanting to hear from for the next 48 hours, I see that happening. Now, another scenario, if you're the Queen of Swords type, and you're not waiting on something, you're not waiting on someone to, come contact you. And let's say you may have kind of left somebody out in the cold, or you may have told somebody off. I do see you either apologizing or receiving an apology, depending on what side of the situation you're on. If you were done wrong, or someone left you out in the cold, I see someone apologizing to you for it, maybe a friend or a family member. I see them, letting you know that, whatever had happened, it wasn't, intentional, or whatever the situation may be. Everybody's situation is different, but you will be either making an apology or receiving an apology, and that will, or both. We all make mistakes in certain situations, so they may apologize, and you'll apologize for the wrong you did in the situation, and this is going to bring healing. This is going to bring that clarity, that moment of understanding, and it's this communication that should have happened a long time ago. I feel like whatever is going to happen, this communication was supposed to happen a long time ago, and I feel like what probably caused this issue was miscommunication. So maybe lines got crossed, maybe like I said, someone may have accidentally ghosted the other by, getting busy with some stuff and they just forgot to return the message, or there's a multitude of different things that could have happened. But I feel like in the case of these cards, if you got done wrong, or if, you did someone wrong, I don't think it was intentional. I think it was just a situation of miscommunication. And being in Mercury retrograde at the very moment, again, these are timeless readings, so if you're watching this and it's not Mercury retrograde, don't worry about it. But upon me recording this, it is Mercury retrograde, so communication tends to be pretty wonky during this time. So like I said, looking at the cards, looking and just going based on my own intuition, it seems like whatever situation that may have left you out in the cold in the past was due to miscommunication, and I feel like you're going to receive that clarity in the next 48 hours. I feel like the person is going to provide you with that clarity, or something is going to provide you with that clarity. And again, I feel like the communication is going to be a lot clearer. There's going to be a lot more you guys kind of understanding where the other person comes from, and it should bring healing and clear up the entire situation completely. And again, whoever this person is, you have a choice on whether you want to keep them in your life, have them in your life, whatever the case. But just understand that whatever the situation was, it doesn't seem like it was intentional. It was just something that just kind of happened. And that happens sometimes, especially in life. Life does a lot of weird things. And so we have, for your love messages, we have retreat, past life relationships, and soulmate. Getting a couple messages with those three cards. One, when they met you, or when they, first, whatever the case may have been, they may have retreated because they felt a connection. And for some people, when they feel a connection to other people, it may kind of freak them out, especially if they're not used to that sort of thing where everything seems to kind of synchronize whenever you're having a conversation. Like, you may have similar taste in music, similar, items, whatever the case. Certain people aren't really used to that, so it may freak them out, and it may have freaked them out in the beginning, which caused them to retreat. But I do see that they understand that this is something deep, and they want to go further with it. They do see that you are a soulmate. They do understand that this is something that, a relationship that may have happened in a past life. And so they understand the dynamic of this relationship. And that may have been the reason why they may have felt a bit skittish in the beginning. Or, like I said, it could have been that, like, it just could have been a whole miscommunication thing where, they may have thought one thing, and it could have, may have thought you were with somebody else, and you may have thought that they were with somebody else, and, everything kind of went wonky, and then they retreated, you retreated, and now you're getting that clarity. Now you're getting that that conversation that needed to happen, or if not that conversation, that message or clarity, whatever you may need. I see in the next 48 hours, you're receiving that clarity. And I see more, like, whereas I think I said you would probably resonate with either with pile 2, whereas pile 2 is more financial. I feel like yours is more in the love department. So love, family department. So if it was a family member that did you wrong, or whatever the case, it may be, you'll get that clarity from them. If it's a friend, you'll get that clarity from them. If it was, a romantic situation, you'll get that clarity. But you will be receiving that clarity within the next 48 hours. At least that's what the cards tell me. But anyways, if you resonated with the reading, please like, share, subscribe. Otherwise, thank you for joining me. Take care, and I will see you again soon.